Mad Cat Audio. Hey there, listeners. This is the editor and co-producer of the show, Maddie. Just wanted to pop on really quickly and give you a heads up that the audio quality on this one isn't quite what it normally is, but don't panic. Lexi recently moved and we're just navigating making the show in a remote way and working out all the kinks there. So, as always, enjoy this episode. It's a really great one. Bye.
This week's episode highlights Vanessa Smithers. She is a storyteller, consultant, a literal all around just like girl's girl, internet, big sister bestie. She is so warm and inviting. She just comes into this episode like heart on her sleeve, knows who she is, and really just like lets us have it in like the coolest way. And like everything she said just made me feel like seen, heard, held, and possible, which is a really cool, amazing thing to do when you just show up and get to be yourself. So I really hope you enjoy this episode.
So with that, I invite you to get into a nice, comfortable seated position. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. There is no right or wrong way to show up in this moment. Take a deep breath in the nose and let it out with a sigh through the mouth. And I invite you to come as you are and take what you need.
Hi, thank you so much for being on the Take What You Need the podcast. This is so exciting to finally connect in the virtual space. So thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited. This is my first podcast of like the last 2 years. So I'm really excited.
That's so exciting. I love it. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling not too bad. I was able to go to the gym this morning. I've been trying Pilates, and what I've noticed is I need a good balance of the gym and Pilates, because one is very slow and the other one is, you get to exert some energy. So I feel good. I feel energized. I just ate, so I could take a nap, but I'm glad to be here.
Are you doing reformer Pilates? Or are you doing wall Pilates?
I'm scared of that. I'm doing mat Pilates.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
That shit looks terrifying to me.
It's actually not. It's good. It is a workout. I'll give you that. It's a stretch. I love it.
Good workout, but I'm not coordinated. So even that Pilates for me is just I'm doing one thing at a time. Right. I tell the instructors every time I go, I'm I think, because I actually think I'm on the autism spectrum. I'm so I think there's some stuff going on with me, and it's hard for me to keep up. So if you just see me in the back, just doing my thing, just leave me alone.
Let her do her thing. Let her cook. Let her cook.
So, yeah. That's where I'm at. So.
I live for that. That's so funny. Amazing. Okay, so before we dive into all the good stuff, I want to give you an opportunity to just kind of introduce yourself to the listeners, someone who's just kind of brand new to your work, to your energy, to your vibe. Take it away.
Okay, cool. So this is where I always get stuck, I feel and I coach people on how to do these intros. But I guess I'll just start with the fact that my name is Vanessa Smithers. I spent about 20 years in social services and education, social impact, all of that stuff. 2017, I basically kicked rocks. I said bye to my real 9 to 5.
Okay.
Took everything that I love, kind of poured it in a container, and started to build my consultancy. I consider myself to be a storyteller because all the things that I do kind of emulate what it is to tell a story. So whether that is telling our stories through career documents as professionals, whether that's supporting nonprofits, small businesses in creating their narratives through mission statements, values, all of those things to essentially secure funding, because we all need stories to be able to get bread, and that's that. I also do a lot of guest speaking, workshop facilitation for young people and nonprofits. A lot of copywriting, pretty much anything you can think of that involves community, young people, Black folks.
Yeah.
That's my jam, that's my thing. I consider the way that I work a little bit different than most people
Hmm.
who work in my fields, to where I'm not a very white collar professional.
Yeah.
Everything is very, it's very me. It's very just like show up and connect with people and go with the
Yeah.
vibes. And then hunker down and do what I have to do when I have to do it.
Yeah.
So that's me. I love creative writing. I think a lot of my online platform,
Hmm.
a lot of people know me for my like lovey-dovey storytelling and the narratives that we kind of tell ourselves.
Yes.
That's not something that I do a lot of publicly,
Okay.
as far as just like my work is concerned. So
Hmm.
social media is like my little outlet for the lover girl in me,
Yes.
and really encouraging us to pour into ourselves
Yeah.
while, still pouring into other people in our communities, but really pour into ourselves and doing what we
Yeah.
have to do for us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how I came to know you, is following you on Black Magic Woman and seeing all of your work. And I've been sharing your stuff for a really long time. And that was initially kind of where I was like leaning towards with this episode, is like talking about those relationship narratives, talking about that lovey-dovey stuff, that lover girl in all of us, because you have been so you've been such a champion for so many things that like I've thought or felt, and then like saw you post them and being like, yeah, like even to this day, like even like being like mutuals with you, I'm always like, yeah, yeah, say it, tell them. And like I see you on threads, like popping off on threads. I live for it.
Literally.
It's literally, it's
Yeah.
my favorite. There was something you posted the other day about, you were like, baby, like I'm a grown woman. You listed your stats. If you're scared, go to church. I was laughing so like out loud cackle by myself, like tell them.
People want to come over here. These men want to like slide my DMs, and they're like 5'2" and like 90 pounds. And I'm just like, listen, like there's a lot going on over here. Like I am 5'10" and like
Yes.
230, 240. What are you
Yes.
gonna do with
Right.
me?
What are
Please
you
talk
gonna do? What are you gonna
to me.
do?
So, like, what is happening? So you have some things to consider.
That's I love it. And I think I always see you like posting your selfies. I see you just like, there's just so much like luxuriousness. There's so much like femininity like radiating off of your posts. And it just, I don't know, it always like empowers me. It like really like gets me going. I'm like, hell yeah. Like it's just like so unapologetic. It's so unapologetic. It's like I can't be anything else. This is who I am.
Thank you. Thank you for that. It's taken
Yeah.
time to get here. And I always really appreciate when people refer to me as like feminine and like soft, because I think it hasn't always been like that. And even
Mm.
to this day, it's not always like that.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's like, oh, like you're hard or you're this or you're that. And I'm
Mm.
like, it depends on who you are. Like, who
Right.
are you? So I'm really glad and I really appreciate that. I take
Oh
that as like
yeah.
really
100%.
a compliment.
Oh,
So
absolutely. It is all sensuality and softness over there, sweetie. You are like dripping like honey on all of our timelines. Purr. I love that. It's so amazing. It's so, so amazing.
thank
So
you.
tell me, on your journey, when did you know you were magic?
I think that is something that I'm like still processing, something that
Okay.
I'm still trying to like believe, if I'm being honest.
Mm,
I spent a long time, like I had a long, rough, for lack of a better term, like
hmm.
early
Hmm.
years, a really rough and long adolescence. um to where like I was made to believe that I was everything but magic, like that
Yep.
that just like wasn't a thing for me. So I think
Mm,
really being able to like tap into looking at the people around me, like in my younger years, just like in my childhood, and I'm like, where did I see magic? Like, who were the magical people in my life?
yeah.
And who are the people that like I didn't feel like emulated that, and like how can I like build myself up to feel like that? Not just like present as that, but
Right.
like feel like that.
Hmm.
And I look at like my grandmothers and the women who raised me, like maybe not necessarily my mom, but like
Hmm. Hmm.
the other women in my life who raised me, and just kind of channeling like their energy, I
Hmm.
think has like
Hmm.
really helped me kind of see that. And then just thinking about like the woman that I want to be, and moving through things and moving through different relationships, whether they're friendships
Yeah.
or romantic relationships, and just like when I look back at all of the things that I have moved through, and I know this is like a cliche thing to say, but it's like I never actually thought that I would be doing half of the things that I'm doing now. So being able to
Hmm.
like reflect and really sit in that, like
Yeah.
outside of like the sensuality and like the looks or whatever,
Sure.
that all that stuff is just like, yeah, like this is some magical shit. So
Hmm.
like just trying to remember that every
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
like when shit is hitting the fan, it's just like,
Totally.
yeah, even on like my worst days, this is magic and
Yeah.
like I am magic, but
Yeah.
it's going to be probably a lifelong journey to really like standing in that.
Oh, I
So,
totally get that. It makes a lot of sense. I can respect that answer because we pose that to every guest that comes on this podcast, and so many are like, "Oh, I am just because I am," and I'm like, "Hell yeah!
hell yeah.
How did you get there?" And they're like, "Born with it," and I'm like, "Good
Okay.
for you."
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Good for you. Love that for you. Yeah, but I love also the like honoring the journey of it being not that, and it's work, and it's
Yeah.
because also too like I think when you're in the thick of it, in the grind, in the day to day, like it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not going to be what you're posting on Instagram, right? It's not going to be what you're
No.
posting on Threads or whatever. It's not that. It's there's so many other things going into it.
Yeah, and just like I talk a lot about like a lot of the things that I post online are like things that I really hope for myself. Like,
Mm,
so it's really like a lot of the things that makes it seem like I'm talking to other people, but it's
yeah.
like I'm really talking to me. Like you're dragging me. I'm like, I'm dragging myself.
I love that. No, 100%. You're like, oh, you're just getting like a front row seat and me literally dragging myself.
It's like my internal dialogue.
That's
It's very much my internal
100%.
narrative. That is what's happening.
100%. I just posted the other day something along the lines of like something with what I've come to know about healing childhood trauma, or is like a sure sign of childhood trauma is that you try to turn a dead end to a new beginning. I had
Mhm.
someone comment to please log off.
Yeah, like why are you yelling at me? Look, it's early. It's late. It's
It
a
was
beautiful day.
so good. I literally was like, I'm sorry, but I
Yeah.
had to say it to me. I this is me talking to myself. Like,
Exactly.
this is what I've done.
Yeah, and it's like if other people can connect and like
Yeah.
I think that propels me to like keep writing. People
Yeah.
are like what's your inspiration? I'm like
Yeah.
other people seeing me and being
Yeah.
like, yeah, I feel like this too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit. It's like
Yeah.
we're all kind of on this wheel
Yes.
life together,
It
just
is.
certain things and
Yeah.
maybe not feeling like safe enough to say them out loud.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's one thing I'll give social media is that it does give us a chance to connect in that way, to be with each other, to be in community with each other, to connect, to relate, to
right.
relate. I think it's so easy to isolate ourselves and think we're the only person that's ever experienced in the history of all the world.
Yeah.
No one has ever felt this way before in my life.
Right.
And then to have someone be like, me too, me too. Oh, I feel this way too. Oh my God, why did you say that? Please log off. Get away from me. Why are you yelling at me? I'm like,
Right.
per.
Exactly.
I'm on there. I'm on there. I'm in there.
Exactly. That's it.
Have you always been like an artist, a storyteller, an expresser? How was that? What did that look like for? How did that show up for you in your life?
That's interesting. So like I started writing like my grandmother, she intro well my both yeah, my grandmother and my grandfather on like my mother's side,
Mhm,
they're like lovers of literature.
mhm,
My grandmother was a teacher, my grandfather was a lawyer, very like, education.
mhm,
They started taking me to the library when I was like 3 or like 4 years old, just like
mhm,
reading, always encouraging me to write and like I was writing since I was like a kid, like
mhm.
really like writing stories, writing all types of things.
Yeah.
Um, Childhood was like a giant mess. And like the only way that I was ever really able to express myself to the people around me,
Mhm.
um, was to write. So like I would be going through things in my household. I couldn't even get a sentence in to like either one of my parents. So
Yeah.
I'd be there like in the room or in the basement, like writing out like letters to my parents so that they could
Yeah.
like hear me and hopefully see me and things of
Yeah.
that nature. So
Yeah.
like that's where writing really started for me.
Yeah.
And then as I had gone, like as I had started to like move through life, there was like a continuum of writing. So like when I think of like journaling and just like expressing myself to people, it was always like through writing
Yeah.
because I was not somebody who was as outspoken as people like to think I am now. And I was not very articulate. I would always like think a lot, but never really say too much.
Yeah.
And even like in school, I was like always really great with English. The teachers were like telling my parents all the time, like, yo, Vanessa's like really gifted with her writing. Like, why don't you get her to do something with it? And that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
And then as I had moved like through adolescence, I moved out on my own when I was 12. So like to think about like going to write at 12 when I'm really just trying to survive just wasn't, it just like wasn't a priority for me.
Yeah.
So everything just kind of like started going downhill. I just disassociated from writing in general.
Okay.
I was working, busting my ass until like 17, 18.
Yeah.
And that's when I had dropped out of high school in like 10th grade or something.
Okay.
And then ended up, thank God, like going to college, being able to get in there. And then when I had started back into my career, as far as like youth work and advocacy and things like that, I was writing a little bit more. So like advocating for clients and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And then I think I got like Twitter or something. And then I just started like going in on Twitter or like going in on Facebook and like things like that. And then it kind of all started to connect. And I'm like, yeah, so like stories have always kind of been my thing.
Yeah.
But more so like writing instead of speaking. So
Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think while you were talking, I was kind of seeing like the aeration process of like aerating dirt, and like you kind of have to like dishevel the environment a bit to create a more fruitful environment for, more things to grow, for more things to take root and form.
Yeah.
And I don't think people really think about that process as being like disruptive or chaotic, and also like you having to be your own support system.
Yeah.
Water, soil, nutrients, sun,
Right.
all that. You have to be your own sun. You have to be your own son.
100%.
Do it at such a young age. Do you find now, like, providing yourself that stability, that foundation, like providing this now that you've been able to go back and heal those times, or like create space for 12-year-old Vanessa and be like, hey, we did it, girl. We're doing it.
That's like a big part of like the work that I do like internally. It's part of like a lot of the work that I do with my therapist.
Yeah.
When I go through like crazy shit, like I will literally like physically take out photos of myself when I was like 4, 5, 12, just like different stages in my life, and like have conversations with that person and just be like, because I'll notice certain things because I'm extremely introspective.
Same.
Like things that I do now that I was like still doing it like that I was doing it like 12. And so I have to have like conversations with that person. And it's just like, you're safe now. Like you're good. You don't need to resort to that. Like you can create a new narrative. Like you can create new stories that you tell yourself, and new stories that you kind of live in and nurture. So yeah, the 12-year-old Vanessa, 6-year-old Vanessa, she is healing and she's moving, and I'm so grateful for that.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, because that's a formative age, and you're still a kid, you're still a kid. And so of course, like you respond like a little kid would, right? In a full grown woman body. I think about that a lot. Like I'm like, oh, I reacted like I was like 10 years old there. And I'm 34.
Have I grown up? Like, what is it?
No.
And there are also certain parts of our like brains that will actually like, it's scientifically proven that when you've experienced like trauma and certain things in your life, that there are certain parts of your brain that are still at those like formative ages, and you did experience that trauma and that grief. So I really just like thank God for like accountability and introspection and the ability to just like see things for what they are and like work on them, because I'm like, Vanessa, are you 17? Like, get it together. I want to be young and spry and like whatever. It's also like we are also 35.
Right. 100%. 100%. I find myself being at a really interesting time in my life because I feel like I came out the womb like 90 years old. Like I feel very old. Like for where I am in my life or whatever. But I also feel like I didn't have a childhood. So I don't feel like I got to really be 16 when I was 16. I don't feel like I got to be 12 when I was 12.
Yeah.
So there's like a part of me that just like wants to like, I don't know, surrender to that and just be like, I just want to have fun. Like, I just want to be
Yes.
fun for
Yes.
5 minutes.
And I think that is something that I've been navigating, like
Yeah.
in adulthood,
Totally. Same.
between like part of my language, like fuck everything, and
Yeah.
then like
Per.
let's have fun.
Yeah.
This is like, okay, but we also have things
Right.
that we're trying to do. And like, I'm not trying to be like my parents who
Right.
were really like not good at balancing the fun
Right.
and seriousness of life.
Totally.
So,
I get
yeah,
that.
but I hear you as far
Yeah.
as feeling like you're 90.
Yeah.
I feel 90
Yeah.
sometimes, but then there's
Yeah.
other times where I'm like, just whatever, I'm just
Yeah.
moving through life. It's
Yeah.
totally cool, whatever.
I know. I was just talking to my mom the other day, and my mom is like a very light, happy-go-lucky. I like to say she's like forever 16. She's forever
Yeah.
16. That's just her, and she's just
Yeah.
bebopping through her life, and like
Yeah.
she's every right to do that. But we were talking the other day, and she like responded to something in like such a light and feathery way, and I was kind of like about it, and she's like, "You're so serious all the time. Like you're just so serious all the time." And I was like, "Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder why." I am that way. That's so crazy that you would say that to me. And I was like, well, it's survival, babe.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like as adults, it's like, especially when you are accustomed to like living to survive,
Yep.
like
Yep.
existing to survive, not even living, just like I'm just existing to survive at this
Yep.
point. It's
Yep.
like I really like hope that all of us can like move towards like the living parts, just like living just to live and
Right.
not to survive, because
100%.
that's a whole balancing act in itself. But
Right. Right.
I can resonate with that in so many different ways, as far as
Yeah.
just like relationships, like with finances or
Yeah.
relationships with things, and just yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
a whole other conversation.
Oh, 100%. No, I completely agree. But it's like in the same, I wanted to say to my mom, like, well, if you're driving the bus, if we're having a dance party, who's driving the bus? You know what I mean? Like, if you're dancing and I'm dancing, who's driving the bus?
Look out here, because like you're going out. Okay, fair.
Got it. Okay. No, but it's true. And I also really do love this idea of moving towards us living to live rather than living to survive. And I know like it feels maybe naive to say, especially just kind of where we're at like politically and like what's happening in our lives like right now. So it kind of feels like everybody's ready to hunker down again just to survive through this time. But I do feel, and I see people moving towards like community more so now than I have ever seen before, or like seeking out community in different ways, like in more nuanced ways than before, I fear, which I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
What
has been your like experience building out this like virtual community, like all these online on your online presence? What's that been like for you? When's the first time you went viral and you were like, holy shit, I'm doing this?
Oh man, first time I ever went viral was like not for good reason. Like, but I think it's yeah, I went viral once because someone called me like dollar store Amber Rose on Twitter. And that's what I'm just like. The whole thing like went viral because I commented on some man's post and he thought that I was calling him short or something, which maybe I was, but that I went viral for that. And I think that moment actually is what like started to like build my community. It was such a crazy, like pivotal moment, but the whole online thing will never not feel weird to me.
Totally. Yeah.
And I say that because people on the outside, like people who are in the community, people who follow me on the internet or, you know, whatever. They're like, oh my gosh, like you're such a people person and like you're so outgoing and you're so introspective and like you just seem like you love to talk and you love to connect and you are just, oh my gosh. And like by nature, and I think but there's like a little bit of mix here. So like by nature and by life circumstance, I have always been someone who's like very selectively communicative,
Mm.
as far as just like who I speak to, what piece you're getting out of me, how I'm connecting with people.
Yeah.
Intrinsically, I'm actually very shy. I have
Okay.
social anxiety.
Uh-huh.
Like all of that
Yeah,
shit is like,
totally.
so to think that there are people out here that are like in this community, they're like hanging on to everything that I say, like they want to talk, they're paying for consultations, like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
paying for services.
yeah,
It's like me for real?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
what? So
yeah,
it's yeah, so it's definitely a blessing. It's something that like I think just surprises me every day. Like
yeah,
yeah, it just feels like surreal a lot of the time because it's not just somewhere that I'm like posting, it's somewhere that
right.
I'm like making friends. Like most, like a lot of like my close friends, girlfriends that I've made in adulthood have been from social media. And I think
Yeah.
about like building my business, and it's all been from this community and just like,
Hmm.
just having a community of people who see me because like
Hmm.
socials and like the community are all it's just like this big dump of like different pieces of who I am, and to
Yeah.
think like there are people that are just like, yeah, I get you. Like I see you, I hear you. I'm just like, wow, because most of my life and even till now, I never really feel like thoroughly understood or like
Hmm.
seen or
Hmm.
heard. So, yeah,
Hmm.
it's just like a surreal, really cool experience. So,
Yeah, that's amazing. I find it also very refreshing hearing your take on all of this because I, like all of the people that follow you, would be like, well, yeah, she's got it in the bag. She's got it figured out. Like she's just spreading the seeds of her wisdom from, her. And you're like, no, no, this is just me.
this journey, this is just like people are like, oh my gosh, you just seem like you have it all together. You're so wise. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, girl,
I mean, it's true.
I just finished a meltdown. I was scrolling. I posted like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
it's I don't have it all figured out.
Yeah.
And like I am just on, like everybody else, I'm on a
Yeah.
journey to figuring shit out,
A
like
hundred percent.
self
A hundred
out, like
percent.
out
I
all the
think
things that
what's
are going on.
a
So
100%. I think what's really, I keep hearing the word authenticity. So I think that's what's really shining through. So like you think like, oh my God, like these are my like droppings of knowledge from like this meltdown that I just had, where it's like, this is, I think, but that authenticity of like, well, this is just something that I came across and I needed to share it. And like from my heart, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
from my experience, whether
Mhm.
someone's rocking with me or not, I feel like I'm always like yelling into the void. That's kind of what it all feels like to me. It's just like speaking into the void, like waiting for it to talk back kind of thing.
Like just like take what you need. Like I'm just gonna dump all this stuff here,
Yeah,
and you take what you take what you need from it. You might need like
exactly.
a laugh. Maybe you need a thigh today.
Yeah.
Maybe you need, I don't know what you need
A
today.
2 piece and a biscuit. Absolutely.
So that's how I feel.
I live for this. I live for that. Maybe you need a thigh today. You posted something. I saw it before I went to sleep last night. And you know how the algorithm does? It just, I feel like on Instagram, I lose things all the time. Like I'm like, oh, I need to
Yes.
come back to that. I just need to start saving stuff instead of
Yeah.
like, or screenshot it like I've normally been doing, whatever, doesn't matter. But essentially what the post is, and I'm sorry if I butcher it, but essentially is you were saying like, you have somebody that feels something for you and you're putting them on ice.
Oh, don't even get me started with that.
Oh, I'm going to get you started on that. We're going to get started on that because that spoke to me. So I was like, oh, oh, it's so late at night. And she is literally screaming at me in my heart
Go
space.
to bed.
Literally, I was like, I need to turn my phone off. But it was so, it just like, ooh, you know what I mean? It was so good. Please tell me what inspired that.
So I have a thing in my life, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So I have been in 3 serious relationships in
Mhm.
adulthood.
Mhm.
Relationships that were lengthy and like solid
Mhm.
relationships.
Yeah.
And throughout those relationships, I date. I'm a lover girl. I'm trying to date. Like, I want a man. Like, so I be dating. And I find that there's like this pattern in my life to where I meet these men and we connect well,
Mhm.
might be interested in building something together.
Mhm.
I pour into them, they pour into me. And it always, or I should say, it often comes down to the, I care about you so much. I think that you are such a wonderful woman. Um, I just don't think that I can give you what you need right now. And like, I'm trying to work on myself. So like, maybe this won't work now, but like, we can try it later. And I'm just like, what? Like, because to me being me, I'm here. I've experienced, especially over like the last like 2 years, I've experienced a lot of loss in my life as far as just like close friends, family members. And I believe that we are here in this body and in this life like one time. So
Yep.
like if you feel something right now, like why are you like if I feel something right now today, I'm here like let's do it. Like we can get married next week. Like I'm very much like that. Like I don't hold back. I don't hold bar. I'm all in. I don't wait for the right circumstance. I don't wait for the right thing because to me, we'll always be chasing the right thing or the right time. And then by that time, we're like old as shit. And like, I'm trying to have a baby next year. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's, yeah, like you want to put the good things, the things that you know are good, like nice for later because and I think a lot of this comes down to people not necessarily like thinking that they're worth it or thinking that they're worthy of like these things or maybe like worthy of me or worthy of like beautiful relationships like I feel and it's a big frustration and pain point for me like men see this like free spirit in me as far as just how I operate they see the love they see the care and they're like oh shit like I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can do this right now. I'll report back later. And like, I think that's where that post came from because as of recently, those things have happened, like with selective people. And I care about you. Like, I love you so much. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a good time right now. Like, okay, cool. So that I could write a book about that experience. And
You should.
yeah, those things, they're always happening to me. And
Yeah.
I've had it. So
And
I wrote that post. I was like, okay, you're going to put the good things on ice. It's going to melt and it's not going to be there when you decide to come back. So
Sure.
don't come back, please.
Right. I won't be where you found me, babe.
No, like,
Yeah.
please. Like, if you don't want to take advantage and like bask in the love and the care and the good things now, then I'm gonna find somebody who will. So bye.
100%. You're like, I want someone that actually knows what they have in front of them.
Yeah, because when people are scared, and I
Right.
understand we all kind of have like fears and
Yeah.
reservations. Like I have fears and reservations, but that doesn't stop me from doing things. And in my experience, when you are scared of things, there's a possibility that you will let that fear intercept, like being able to fully accept what's in front of you. And like people talk about like fumbling the ball, like fumbling this or fumbling that, but that is a real thing because like
Totally.
I have been at the brunt end of fear and what that can do, like in relationships or like the preliminary stages of things. So
Yeah, I can definitely relate to this. Like, time is of the essence. We have this one precious life. Like, why would you squander a chance at love or like being with your most right person? Like, having the best thing in front of you. And then like, for me, I very much prescribe to that idea of like, well, if the time is now, then the time is now. Like, why would I wait? And like, my thing too is like kind of in dating, and I'm kind of newly stepping back into the dating scene. And so I have like feelings about it, obviously. And I'm like, okay, like, how do we navigate this? But like, I'm always going to try.
Yes. Yeah.
I am always going to try. If I see something in someone, that like, and it doesn't happen very often. Like, I'm not a serial dater. I don't have like a long dating history. There's been like two pretty prolific relationships in my life that have lasted a long time. And even it took a long time for me to find those people, kind of thing. So it's not like it's, they're not falling off its trees here, but which is fine. And I'm okay with that. It's all good because I definitely am a particular flavor. So like, I know that as well, but it's the fear component that I've also have come up across. I don't think that's a singular experience. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, like you see something that's really good and think, oh, I don't think I'm ready to take that on.
Or like it's, oh, like I often get like the you're too good to be true. Like what and like that is terrifying. That is the scariest thing you could say to me.
Red flag, red flag.
I'm
Yeah.
just trying to find like what's wrong with you. Like, why are you trying to think something is wrong with you? I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
Right.
I'm annoying. I will piss you off. I promise I'll piss you off. I promise. I swear. But it's just like, why are you looking for something? Like,
right.
terrifying, because
Right.
people that are looking for something to be scared of are scared in general. And like, what are you gonna do?
Oh my God, I love that.
You're gonna hurt me. And
You're
I
gonna hurt me. That's actually so real. I was just talking to someone last night, actually, we just connected to somebody new. And he was like, well, aren't you wonderful? And I'm like, thanks. And then he's like, I'm trying to find the darkness in you.
Don't.
And I literally, I immediately was like, I wanted to start to type out like a bunch of things. And then I said, explain yourself. What does that mean to you? Why do you say that? And he was like, oh, I'm just joking. Like, I'm just trying to see, like, I'm like, where my flaws are. You're trying to see why I'm like, what's underneath. This is a facade because you're scared. Scared people find scary things to be scared about.
Girl. And that's the thing. Like, I had somebody say to me, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I was just trying to be like so nice and like so kind and just like myself. Like, oh, like, you're not about to like flip the switch. I'm like, you want me to flip the switch? Because like, as sweet and nice as I am, believe me, it has taken a long time for me to be like this, because I will flip the switch and like, then it's, oh, but you're hard. Oh, but you're rude. Oh, but you're this. Oh, but you're that. But like, come on. Either you want like the nice, sweet, and kind Vanessa, or you want to flip the switch.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna like that, because then you'll have something to complain about.
100%.
So, like, men or people out here in general are talking about, I want soft women. I want, like nice, kind, like cutesy, whatever types of people. And then like, you're not creating space to nurture that through just like what you're saying.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Finding here. So.
Right. You're like, the climate doesn't invoke me to be safe and soft and feminine and honey dripping. Like, you make me want to act like my dad. So
and you don't want me to act like my dad, I promise. I don't even talk to that man. You don't want that from.
You don't want to meet Byron, okay?
And it has nothing to do with like finances or like any of this shit that people be talking about on these podcasts.
Oh
like,
my gosh, it's not ever about that.
With money, like how
never
are
did.
you
Never
like,
did.
Physiologically showing up with me?
Yes.
And together, like,
right? Are you emotionally available?
Are you emotionally available? Are you emotionally safe?
Yes.
Like, are you even safe?
Yes. Are you a safe person? Are you a safe person?
No, these people are not safe.
I was actually talking to my mom about this last night because we were essentially talking about like the loneliness epidemic and just like this thing that's kind of happening, or what they think is happening. And I'm like, well, we have all the tools as they have all the tools. They have all of the. She's like, well, don't you think we need to like kind of show them? I'm like, no one showed us. We just read a book. We picked up, we communied, we went to theater, we went to therapy. We did the things that we needed to do to heal. So like they can do that too without someone having to like take their hand and walk them to it.
Yeah. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that because I typically am like the walker.
Totally. Same.
Older.
Yeah.
And let's fix it. I'll help. I'll fix you. Like, I'll be patient, I promise. Like,
yeah.
I am done.
Yeah.
Like, done. Because I cannot date clients. I cannot date because I worked with like youth for like 20 years and like folks that really needed like emotional support, and like that was my career, that was my job. And like I used to have friends say to me all the time, like, you can't date or befriend clients, Vanessa, like in your personal life. Like that's just, you can't operate like that. It gets heavy, it gets exhausting. And now at this age and stage, I think it's finally clicked for me.
Yeah.
And I mean like very recently clicked for me. Like, that's it. Like, I can encourage you to do things. I can hope that you will do things, but like, I'm not here for the ride of like hell until you decide that that's what you want to do for yourself.
Right. I think, yeah, like that idea of, I don't know. I keep wanting to say like this idea of like, well, if I just try harder, or like if I just like love you more, then you'll become this magical prince overnight that like is worthy of me, because I just really put in the work and effort to be with you and to show you that I'm worthy of you loving me the way that I deserve from the jump. And I think that narrative is dying.
Oh yeah, that's been my whole life.
We're
So,
tired. We're tired. The girls are tired.
yo, I am tired.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's like pieces of me are sad because
Yeah.
it's like it creates isolation, because like when you're consistently like running into folks and that's like how they kind of operate, and that's like the support that they need, or like the expectation, and then you decide that that's not the type of time that you can afford to be on anymore.
Right.
It's like, okay, like getting a lot more like selective and intentional and being able to stand on your shit is isolating, because it's easy for me anyway to like meet those types of people.
Oh yeah, same.
Like my aura attracts people like that because they help, and I can probably help them if I wanted to.
Right.
And it's stepping away from that is hard, because you're accustomed to fixing things and you're accustomed to trying to fix people. And now that you've given that up, what's your job now? Like pouring into yourself? Oh shit. Like that's scary. Like
What's your job now?
Yeah.
Dang. And yeah, also too, like, yeah, that's a survival instinct. That's a survival trait, to put everyone else in front of you and act like you have never had a need a day in your life.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're left with yourself. Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want to talk to this raggedy bitch.
And especially because like I've navigated like abandonment, like challenges in my life. And I think for me anyway, in the past, it's been like something or somebody is better than nothing, because like, you know, like if I can help fix them, if I can help them solve these problems, it means that like maybe they won't leave me. If I can help them do something, then they kind of like owe me something. They should stay. Like I just helped them with all this shit.
Right. Like I earned my keep in a way.
Yeah, 100%. So just like even navigating that has been just like scary. So now sitting alone it can be uncomfortable, but also like worthwhile, because I can't just sign up for anything out here. Like we are putting in the work. We're doing things like I'm trying to build myself and like life and like keep my heart intact, because the more I keep subscribing to that shit, my heart is getting a little icy.
Right. Absolutely. 100%. It's my best friend always says I have an angel on one shoulder and the Grinch on the other. And I get that. It's like you keep putting your heart into things where you know the outcome is always going to be in your heartache, right? The outcome is always going to end up with you, the one like picking up the pieces and all that work you put into and everything. And it's, but I keep also seeing this image of like you doing the work on both sides. You're doing the work for you. You're doing the work for them. You're doing it. You're running back and forth and you're playing like tennis with yourself. And your heart is the ball, you know?
Can't afford it.
Not anymore. But that's a lifetime's work though. That's not an overnight thing. You don't just wake up and decide that you're not gonna save a hoe. You know what I mean?
And it's hard to not, like so hard, because you like meet these beautiful people that like are still like beautiful people that have like, you know, just maybe some gaps that they need to fill, things that they need to heal. And it's just like, if I could just help you do this, you would be perfect for me. I can't. Like, I'm not here to build a bear. I don't need that shit. Like, come as you are. Everyone's going to come with their shit. But like, I say all the time, like, what are the demons worth dancing with? Like, how do my demons dance with yours? Like, and the two kind of like play together. Because I have my shit. So
totally. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being trying to figure it out like everybody else. But yeah, I think also too, what I'm looking for now that I'm kind of embarking on this journey is someone that's willing to put forth that effort, willing to put forth that work.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be, you don't have to have mastered it, but I just want to see that you're willing to get in there with yourself. Because then you're willing to get in there with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Too.
Yes. Like, how well do you understand yourself? Like, do you even understand yourself? Like, do you understand like where you're at and kind of like what you need? Because I think if it's difficult for you to understand yourself and you can't identify your needs, it's going to be very difficult for you to understand me and like my needs, and for the two of us to, like I said, kind of like do the dance together.
100%.
What types of work are you doing? Because it's one thing, even just to be able to identify what it is. Because recently I was dating somebody and he had initially off the bat said, my communication is trash. It's not very good. And I was just like, no problem. I'm sure he'll work on it because I communicate. So like,
really good. Yeah.
do it. Like, it'll be fine. I'll just set the example. It's fine. And it just went south. Like, very fast, because although like he could identify the fact that his communication was trash, I'm like, what is the work that you are doing to like fix that, knowing what you know about yourself? And it was nothing. So
totally. Yeah, it's funny when you're like, I get that. I see that. And I did that in my previous relationship where I was like, oh, if I just lead by example, this person will like pick up the footing with me and, you know, walk alongside me. Hilarious. Pretty sure he's still doing what he did before. So all my hard work for nothing.
What are you doing to fix your situation? Please.
Right. Yeah. And it's one thing. It's funny also, like you get excited about someone that can identify it, but then it's like, you get, that's it. You're like, oh, okay. So they have enough wherewithal to know where they're lacking. Cool.
We need the follow
we need to see some action, people.
Right.
I want to see action, Jackson. Yeah, 100%.
Anybody can say like
anything. Anyone can say anything.
And like, okay, but like, do you feel like that's something you want to like change? That
you like that?
You're cool with that? Like, okay.
Oh, so you love that about yourself. Cute.
Right.
This is so funny. Yeah, I love this because I think so many people are kind of, you know, also too, I was thinking about the 4B movement and how people are like renouncing dating right now. I posted on Threads yesterday that I've started dating, like newly started dating. And this is my mantra. Cause like, I find myself being like, oh, I need to be perfect if I'm going to start dating someone. My mantra right now is like, I am worthy of love as I am right now, changing nothing. Yes. I am worthy of love as I am right now.
Right.
And someone responded, why are you doing this? And I'm like very sensitive and like, I don't like when people are critical of me. And she said, why are you doing this? For B. And I literally was like, okay, let me sit with that. Let me sit with that message. Like, why am I'm like, because I want to.
So what is 4B? Like, what is that exactly?
It's a movement where essentially you're not marrying men, you're not dating men, you're not having children anymore. I can't remember if it was South Korea. It's like a South Korean movement, I believe, where and basically essentially the women have gone on strike and are no longer dating, are no longer marrying, no longer having children. So like they didn't have like a second grade class anymore because they just stopped having kids. So they don't have any kids to put in the second grade class, which I get it. That's cool. And I'm like, rah, rah, shish, kebab. Like, that's dope. That's dope. And I think people were just really fed up with men and dating. And so they saw the 4B movement and are really, you know, rallying behind it. And I think that's dope. I think that's great. But I also just like as a singular human being, outside of my platforms, outside of myself, I just want to date again.
Right. And that's fair. And that is fine. Like,
and it's fine.
And I think like there's I get messages all the time that are like, and I've heard comments and I've had like people like crack at me talking about, oh, like you just like, you're like thirsty for like love and like connection. And I'm just like, and aren't we all though?
Right.
Like, I think we all are.
We all want that. Yeah.
We all do. So like, it's fair and it's fine to say, I want to date. It's fine to say, I want a partner. It's like all of that. I want affection. I want told. Like,
Yeah.
why are people so scared of that? So it's like
Yeah.
all of this, like, oh, I'm writing everybody off and like I'm not
Right.
dating. Like,
hmm
okay, but like if you stop trying, like if
hmm
you really shut yourself off, it's gonna be a lot harder to turn yourself back on. So
hmm hmm
I don't know. Everyone can do what they want, but
Totally. I was like, to each their own. And like, I get, excuse me, I can understand the like energy behind it, but also like, I feel like people shame us for wanting that. And
yeah.
it's like a seen as like a weakness to like want to be loved or like to want to love and to be loved. You know what I mean? Like it's seen like a character flaw that you like want to love someone or have someone love you back.
Or just it's like, oh, but you have your friends. Like, you have your friends.
Totally. Yeah. They're like,
It's like, you
yeah.
have friends, but my friends aren't about to do a lot of things like that a partner is gonna do for me. So,
Right.
like,
I was like, what if I just want to make out? Like, is that fine?
right,
Like,
I want to make out.
right. What if I just want to smooch? What
Like,
then?
I'm not about to go to the mall and hold my friend's hand and be cute in the mall. Like, I'm like, what? Like, please.
Right. Or like, yeah, like there's some kind of like shame around wanting to be like sexual or sensual or to be, affectionate with someone, which is
Right.
that's a whole other podcast, I guess. But yeah, it's just funny. Like it was such a funny comment to like brush up against because it just like was in passing and I was taking a walk yesterday. I opened up Threads, I saw the comment and was like, and again, I'm really, really sensitive. So like anybody
Yeah,
critiquing anything,
me too.
calling me out on anything, I'm like, do I delete the comment? Do
I do.
I like good?
Publicly, I'm crying.
You got me crying right now. I'm like, and I had to kind of like, I'm like, okay, let me just walk this out and talk to myself about it. Like, why am I doing it? I'm like, because I want to. And like, and I don't owe this random person with no profile picture and anything.
Nothing.
I don't know them
Why are you
anything
doing this because I want to? Like,
because I want to. Yeah, literally, quite literally that. And that's just it. Like, it's just because I want to. I don't know. I would like that. I'd like to make out and I'd like to hang out with someone. Thanks. Right. But yeah, and it's also too like it's people are quick to replace your desire for like romantic love with like, well, you have platonic love, you have familial love, like you have community love. And you're like, absolutely. I didn't say it. I was
out with the community. Like,
right.
is it gonna give me a baby?
Right.
Like,
right.
what?
Right.
Is the community gonna penetrate me?
Right.
That's what I want to know. Like, are they? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, no.
In the grand scheme, I don't think so. I know. I was like, is the community going to boil down into a tall, lanky Nosferatu type of wizard man for me that is
Right.
going to marry me and pine and yearn for me for a millennia and give me a baby and marry me and put a rock on my hand?
That's it. No.
Likely no. Likely no.
No. I think it's fine to want these things. And
I think so too.
Love for people to have more conversations about just like the fact that that is what they want and
Right.
like okay with that. So
Right. Yeah. I think you don't get a reward for denying yourself the things that you actually want in this life. There's no reward. You don't get to be the most righteous girl in the club for denying the desires of your heart.
right. Like, what are you gonna get out of that? You're going
Right.
to be alone. And then when you hit a certain age, you are going to be upset because,
Sure.
like, as I said before, I think the more that you kind of shut down and deprive yourself and like just forget about these things that we want and that I think that we all feel as if we need, the harder it is to get back into like opening our hearts. Like it's hard, and I think it gets scarier the more you start to like disassociate from that.
I could see that. I was actually recently just dragged by two 8-year-old girls. My sister is a nanny, and I was helping her out one day, and I was taking these little girls to their basketball game or something. And I had a guy friend call, and just a friend, just like my bestie called, and I swiped the call, and they were like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's my friend." And they're like, "Is that your boyfriend or whatever?" And the little girl goes, "She's 34 and single," to her friend. They're 8, okay. And I'm literally like getting my ass dragged. I'm literally getting my wig snatched. I'm getting my ass dragged. I'm in this car and I'm like, I don't, and like the way she said it was just like, I was the biggest like loser that ever. She's 34 and single. And I'm like, and like, how do I go about explaining to these children like what it is, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm like, you know what? I have nothing to say. I had nothing. I was just like, yeah.
You know what's going on in the world right now.
Right. I was like, wait till you get to my age. You know, I was just like
34-year-old men are acting the same age as you.
You literally.
So.
No, I literally was like, the girl was like, you're 34. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you're older than my aunt. And I'm like, okay. I just had to let them walk me. I was like, I have nothing to, I mean, it's all true. I mean, I don't like your tone, but it's all true.
Right. I can't even, I don't have a rebuttal.
I don't have anything to say. I was just like, you know what? Again, I'm like, there are worse things to be. That's what I wish I would have said to them. There are worse things to be, babe.
24 and single, and that's fine because nobody's stressing me out.
There are worse things to be. But I also get that too, like that ingrained, like if you're not married by a certain age, or if you're not hitting these milestones by a certain time, like you're flawed, you're a loser, you're rejected from your world. And it's inundated at as early as 8.
Yeah. I think it's just becoming more common now though. Like we are living such different lives than like our parents and our grandparents. And so I don't know many people in relationships at this point.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And I'm like one of the youngest people in my friends groups. Like most of my friends are like over 40 and like they are single and childless and women alike. And it's just, I think that there's been like a lot of division between all of us, but like we are very much more the same than we are different. I just think that it's important that we just foster and nurture these conversations about just what we yearn for and how we can build ourselves up to get the things that we want out of each other.
You're so right. You're so right. I don't know if you are writing books about relationships, but I feel like you should, because I would read the shit out of that book. So
I'm writing a book that it's like a compilation of like short personal like essays and like thoughts. So there's a little bit of that here and there.
Good.
I
love that.
Yeah.
Thanks. How do you take care of yourself while carrying all these people, fighting people on the internet?
You ain't seen a V fight on the internet, because this is why I'm so particular with like not talking on the internet. Because you don't want to talk to me. Right? You can edit, you can leave, whatever. As far as like taking care myself, that looks different, honestly, like every day. I know for me, I sleep a lot.
Same.
Like, I sleep early and I'm up early. Like I'll go to bed at like 8 o'clock and feel no way about it. I try to be quiet as often as I can. That's a big way of like taking care of myself, is just like being still, being silent. That's like a giant thing for me. Being outside is a big form of like self-care for me. Just like movement in general, like moving my body, writing. Just like every day it just looks like something else. Like today, like right now, I feel like I want to eat a cookie, so I'm gonna go eat a freaking cookie and sit at my house for the weekend. Like just doing what I want. Like that is really like, I think the best way to like synopsize everything is
doing what I want.
Just doing what I want. That's it.
I love that. That's so freeing and cool, because I find myself feeling really guilty doing what I want. And like, I'm at a really unique time in my life where there's not a lot being asked of me right now. And I'm kind of getting the freedom to be and do whatever I want. And I find myself like restricting myself. I'm like, I'm afraid. I'm the scared one. I'm the one.
That's scary. That's scary. And like, that's something I talk about with my therapist a lot, because if you are accustomed, like me, for instance, I'd say prior to like I don't know, like pre 25-year-old me, and maybe even later, like life was really chaotic. Like there was always something going on, whether it be with me, whether it be with someone that I know, whether it be with like a family member, like just life was chaos. And so now that I'm in this space of very much like prioritizing like peace and silence and stillness and intention and selectiveness and things of that nature, it gets real quiet. And sometimes I'm like, this is like really uncomfortable now. Like, can I stir a pot or something? Like, can I like drop something? Can I stir up some shit with somebody? Like, what can I do now that's like healthy and just like I have all this time and like this freedom to really do whatever I want, but that can be like paralyzing to a degree to where it's like, okay, now what? I could do whatever I want. Like, shit. It's like that kid that's like left alone at home and they're just like, okay, my mom's gone. Like, shit. Like, I don't know. What am I gonna do? Like, eat snacks? Like, let's play on the computer? Like, like it's it can be really scary and like almost overwhelming because like, what do you do now? Like, what do you do now?
Yeah. I find myself defaulting to like, I feel like bad.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I feel like guilty or like I'm like, I should be doing something. I feel guilty. I should be doing something. I need to be doing something productive. I need to be looking for a job. I need to be X, Y, and Z. Like I need to be doing something with my time. When like I know ultimately my body is like, can you just like relax for 5 minutes? Like, can you just lay down? Literally, can you just lay down? And I'm like,
no. It's really that noise. Like one of my best friends and I, we just like, we'll make that noise all the time. We'll just be talking and be like, yeah, you know what I'm going to do today? Nothing. Ooh, I don't know.
Legitimately. Oh, I don't know. That's literally how it feels. Yeah. That's like the perfect way to express the discomfort and the tension. Yeah. But I love the permission granted with, I'm just going to do whatever I want.
And that's what I'm trying to do is just like, obviously, like there's things that need to get done. So like, I will get the things that need to get done. And then it's like, all right, like now what? Like, I try not to keep like piling. Like I really try not to do that. So
yeah, I get that. I respect that. Yeah. It just gave me a little bit of permission hearing you say like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And like the freedom of that is like really cool because I'm like, oh yeah, same.
Scary times. It is scary outside. It is scary. It is scary.
It's scary inside. Yeah.
No, it's scary everywhere. It's actually scary everywhere.
Scary everywhere.
Like with that, we got to do what we can, like for ourselves, and like I don't know where we're gonna be next week, even with all this shit that's going on.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Today,
we don't know.
No, we don't.
We do not know. We just it's a kind of a case by case, moment by moment kind of situation. So, yeah, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our bodies. I was journaling yesterday, and I channel a lot when I journal, and it was just like this. Just right now is really uncertain. So like just like tap in when you can, and tend to what's in front of you. Tend to the body, tend to the mind, tend to your spirit. That's it.
Yes. Like move slower if you have to. Like that's like a big goal of mine this year is to like really just like slow down before I make decisions. Slow down before I say like yes to things, no to things, before I step outside. Like, is this what I actually want to be doing today? Like not just like I should be doing this, but is this what I want to be doing?
Yeah, 100%.
So just like tapping into more intention, I think is so important. So.
Yeah, I think also half the battle for me personally is like giving myself the permission to do those things, like knowing it's okay to do that. Like it's okay to slow down. It's okay to not know what you want to do. It's okay if your day looks like nothing.
Yes. And like, that's it. Cause for me, that's like where the recharge comes from. It's just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And like, I think I was saying earlier, like a lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, like you seem to have it all figured out. You know exactly what's going on. I'm like, listen, man,
sweetie.
I don't have a 5-year plan. Like I swear I don't. Like
I never have.
I don't have a plan, honestly.
No,
like
I don't know.
Certain like micro things that are in order as far as just like financially making sure certain things are like aligned and in good places. But as far as just like, I don't know. Shit, my goal in life is to be happy. And whatever that means to me tomorrow,
Yeah.
might be different than what it means today. So
I appreciate
I'm
that.
just floating around, figuring it out. So
I like it. I like that so much. And I feel like you need to give yourself a bit more credit because you do definitely lead the way for a lot of people. And I think like even just like hearing you say these things gives me permission and it grants me permission. It makes me feel safe too. Like, well, I mean, I was like, I see you doing things. I look up to you and your work and your efforts and your words and your wisdom. And so like to be like, oh, she's also stumbling around in the dark just like me. Like, okay, I'm not doing so bad. I'm not doing so bad.
I think we're all just trying to figure it out. And
Totally.
like,
And no one has it figured out.
nobody, I promise, like nobody has it figured out. And like I
Literally.
talk to so many different people every day. Nobody knows what the hell is going on here. And
Legitimately.
anybody who says that they know exactly what is happening, I think they're lying.
They're liars. They're liars. Yeah.
Big ass lie. So
you were lying to us. You're lying. Yeah, literally. You're lying to yourself. More importantly, you're lying to yourself.
Everyone's lying. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love this. I love this juicy conversation. It's giving me so much to think about. And I'm so grateful for you to take the time out of your life to just like chat and be a girl with me. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, it's been so fun. Where can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at what is it? At Hello It's V. It's like a triple L. So HELLLO. It's VEE, whatever. Or they can find me on my website at vanessasmithers.com. My friends and I are also building out our own podcast.
Yeah.
You'll be able to hear us chat. It's me and my friend Marlon. So it's like a man woman type of thing. Yeah. So once that launches, everyone will be able to hear more of this there.
Yes.
And, yeah, that's really it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I'm so excited to hear more of your podcast. I'll be definitely tuning in because I want to hear what you have to say. I always want to hear what you have to say. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for being on this podcast episode and just gracing us with your presence and your wisdom and your humor and just like the comfort that you provide is like so evident, and it permeates beyond what you think it does. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure, and yeah, I'm excited to listen to all the other episodes that you have after this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Take What You Need, the podcast featuring Vanessa Smithers. I feel so good after this episode. I feel so good after this conversation. I feel so empowered. And I encourage you to don't stay where they left you, to advocate for yourself and do what you want.
Take What You Need, the podcast was created by Lexi Bordeaux and Madeline Doss. Original music and production by Madeline Doss. If you'd like to book an in-person or virtual session with me, you can find all of my information for Light and Sable Healing in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, please add it to your library, follow the show, leave us a review, and send it to a friend. It's the best way to spread the healing that you just heard. I invite you to join on Patreon. Patrons of Take What You Need enjoy exclusive updates, minisodes, shoutouts on the show, Reiki sessions, and more. Go to the show notes for the link as well as all the links for our socials. This is a Bad Cat Audio podcast.